All right, hey guys, my name is Laura Kay, and welcome to my YouTube channel. That is my first time saying that. This is like first video I'm putting out, like a real talking video, I guess. A lot of my friends have been telling me to do this for so long. Everybody's like, "When's the podcast? When's the YouTube?" Like, guys, y'all want to know why it's taken me so long? Is because I sit here and I think like all these horrible things that people could think and say and blah, 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 like, because I be spending my time on the internet and I be seeing the way that people talk to each other and I'm just like but also like that's what I want to talk about in this video today, is the fear of being seen and why I think it's probably your purpose. I have like been afraid of like other people's perception all my life. It's actually like really dictated like how I've grown up and I've become as a person. I am somebody who has been late diagnosed with autism, high functioning, high masking, and ADHD as well. But I have always like hidden parts of myself and like kind of kept myself in boxes to like accommodate everybody around me, and I'm starting to really feel how like I am limiting myself, and I'm ready to stand up and like be more in my own authenticity and my truth and be myself. And yeah, I'm tired of like playing a role or whatever, which is like kind of silly because like I am an actress, but um I'm kind of tired of like always being that. Like there's a time and a place, but it can't be all the time. Okay, I just want to be me, and I'm a big personality. If you didn't already know me, I am. You'll find it out. But anyway, a little bit about me. I've always been a very artistic kid, very artsy person, always doodling, always drawing things. When I was a kid, I was looking at some of my older drawings. I drew a lot of aliens. Might lead into some stuff I'll talk about in the future. But I've always been really avid about drawing. I've always been a singer. I totally believe in the healing power of the voice. It's one of my favorite things about myself. And I was a pretty sporty kid. Not that I was super coordinated, but sporty to say the least. And like all of high school, I did athletic training, and I also was an equine therapist. I was teaching special needs kids to ride horses. I live in Texas. I grew up in like the Houston area, so I used to work for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and I also worked for a ranch teaching these kids. They would get to like go be in the rodeo. I worked with kids with special needs, and that kind of inspired me when I went off to college. At first I went to go for athletic training, then I thought more about it and I was like, do I really want to do all the sports stuff? Or like I could be doing it a little bit more like for fun. And so I went into recreation administration with a concentration in therapeutic recreation. So kind of back in that realm of like the equine therapy, although there's so many different modalities within recreation therapy. And I'll probably do like a whole video like talking more about that kind of stuff. But I also learned like how to facilitate painting classes. I learned like aquatic therapy, like Watsu and Aichi, and like all different like cool kinds of modalities in the water, and different kinds of like sports and different games and things, and like how you can use these fun activities but make them therapeutic and like geared towards healing. So there's like always a goal and objective behind the fun stuff, which I have really started to embody in my life. Like I am somebody who's like really good at being like strategic with like fun stuff, or like even like my sense of humor like can be very very strategic, and able to like lighten the mood at the right times and things like that, which is really cool, which is like a gift for somebody who like should be more seen in the public and speaking to a lot of people. Yet I like shy away and I hide from it a lot, which is like kind of silly. A lot of my jobs have been like teaching groups of people and like, yeah, like, so like I'm great at it. It's just like I am a bit of an overthinker, and I am starting to learn that those thoughts are not mine. They are other things that I'm feeling, because I've always been somebody who feels everything. And I used to not know how to distinguish what was mine and what was others. In recent years, I've gotten much better at discernment. And I think a lot of it is because I also uh, a year and a half ago, I became a Reiki practitioner, and I've learned like how to really do energy work in my own system and as well with other people. I do take clients, and I've learned so much through energy work, and it's really helped me be able to like learn how to discern what is mine, what is not, things like that. I am also an artist. I make music. I make I've been an actress, and I paint, and I also make my own jewelry, and there's tons of different stuff. I'm always doing something creative. I'm always writing in my journal. Like all the time. If I'm not reading, I'm writing, or I'm doing something with my hands. And yeah, I think especially this day and age when we're all like so in our phones and stuff, it's really helpful to learn about our creative energy and those kind of things. And I'm gonna make more videos on this because I am very passionate and there is a lot to talk about. But today's that was just kind of I wanted to give an introduction on myself and some of the things that I do, and kind of why I'm here. But the main topic of this video is the fear of being seen. So I would like to read a little quote from my journal, one of my many journals. Oh man. So it says, the healing you seek comes when you allow yourself to really be witnessed. You have this fear of being seen or perceived because you were never given the liberty to just exist without it being commented on growing up. Now, as an adult, you have to learn to create this space for yourself. Now, there's two ways to create this space, and that would be within the mind and within the body. So, to create safe space in your mind, speak kindly to yourself. And to create safe space in the body is by relaxing in stillness. So giving yourself time to meditate, moments to pause during the day, allowing yourself to just be and just let your muscles untense. Let go. It's hard. I also have chronic CPTSD. Like, my muscle is really hard to get them to like relax. And so I have to spend a lot more time like meditating and like actually like fully turning my body off. But it can be really helpful in allowing, like, creating space for yourself to just be and let go. Nothing you do makes you unworthy of love. You are human, you are unique, and you are beautiful. Allow for growth and radical self-acceptance. The things we fear most reap the highest reward. You are meant to face it and are fully supported in doing so. You feel this deep need to be seen, and maybe you are feeling the calls of those who want to see you. Know that you will be welcomed, and when you are standing in your truth, and we are all waiting for you, and we are waiting to share our love. People will call you too negative if they cannot face their own darkness. They will say you are too love and light if they feel uncomfortable in that light. They will call you egotistical if they are uncomfortable with owning their power. They will call you too spiritual when they are uncomfortable with spirit. They will say that you are too confident if they feel threatened by you. And they will say what they will in accordance to their own perception. It's like when they're pointing one finger at you and all the rest back at themselves. And their capacity to meet them themselves, yeah. We can easily hold back ourselves to slow our pace of expansion in order to match those around us for fear of being talked about. We may avoid potential harsh projections from others, but we also rob ourselves of witnessing our true potential. When you think about it, like humans are we're social creatures, we are communal creatures. And the fear of embarrassment, it is such a heavy, dense feeling. It is so cringy. It just makes you like, it makes you want to like. And why is that? Well, like, we are such social creatures. And when you think about it, like generations before this, when people were seen as different or not fitting into what the box everybody wanted them to fit in, they would get thrown out and we wouldn't look at them anymore, and they probably would live a harsher existence and maybe not make it. And so that fear of embarrassment is your survival mode kicking in. It's like, oh no, I gotta be what they want me to be, or else they won't look at me. Or, you know, and so that's why we feel that so deeply, and why people use that to like throw swords at you. It's like, if I can embarrass them, they're gonna want to get tiny and hide and be quiet. And it's like, we're coming into a time where so many people are especially like learning about like spirituality, and their people are waking up and realizing their multidimensionality, and like really coming into their power again and living in their truth. And there are people who are very triggered by that because they don't see that for themselves, and they don't yet understand that they can do that for ourselves, which is um and this is like another reason why I've been really afraid of like coming out and like really being myself as a leader, because I think I said like I'm from Texas, and like the some of the stuff that I like am really interested in, the spirituality and stuff, a lot of people don't understand and feel very triggered and can be very uncomfortable. And I've had many mean things like said about me. And like, especially having grown up like very Christian, it can be very uncomfortable for some people. But that has helped me to get to where I am today. And I still respect all the people and their own beliefs and things like that. And I'm sitting here like, I will invite you to walk alongside me, but like, if you choose to see me as a trigger, then I can't hang around you. But like, you're welcome to see me as a permission slip and like walk alongside me. I've had a really hard time stepping out as a leader because I've had so many people who are very egotistical or like very ego-centered leaders, and they have always cared more about like the power that they have than actually being a good leader, or like actually caring about the safety of others and like things like that. And that has always like really incredibly bothered me. Or like, they're not doing what they can to like really benefit the people that they're guiding and helping. And so that has always been like really hard for me because I always like really followed these people, and then I was like, wait, like like I always felt like you're doing it wrong. Like, but I'm a very heart-centered person, and that is something that we also haven't experienced so much in the world. Like, we just like shifted into the age of Aquarius. We're moving more into a place where heart-centered leaders are going to be more listened to and more understood. And so it's been kind of like hard for me to step up and like step out and really walk in my authenticity and in my truth, because I've seen a lot of people speak one way and move another, and it was really confusing for me. And I never want to be like that. And I also don't want people to like idolize me or like follow so hard. Like, I don't want people to follow me. I want them to walk next to me. Like, I don't want them walking behind me, but like next to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to be seen as like put on a pedestal, is what it is. That's what I used to do to people. Like, I would put them on a pedestal. Like, I don't, that is not how we should be doing things. We should be holding each other's hand, really. Like, um, we should all be inviting each other into initiation and like growing together as a group. And I would rather be seen more as a muse than as like somebody to idolize or anything like that, because like, I just want to be a permission slip. I just want to help. And I think that's what we're all gonna end up doing. And that's what like I hope this video inspires you to also do that for yourself, to allow yourself to be seen in like whatever the content or the art or the speaking, whatever it is that you feel you need to do, even if it's like in your job or whatever, like just like allowing yourself to speak up a little bit more, whatever. That's all I can hope for. And so I was talking about how like these negative comments, how I get so nervous about what people are gonna say and blah, blah, blah. And people are like crabs in a bucket. If you've ever heard about this, it's like say we're about to have a nice little seafood boil, and we got a bunch of crabs in the bucket, and all these crabs are like trying to get themselves out before the water hits, and they're trying to climb up the side, and all the other ones are gonna pull that one down. And it's like known, anytime you have crabs in a bucket, they're all gonna yank each other down if any of them tries to get up the side, because they'll try to like go sideways and like and they all just and they're gonna all meet their own demise, and none of them are able to like get out because they all pull them down. And it's like that's what people do. Like when people get uncomfortable with seeing you like doing other things and rising your power, they pull you down. I've seen myself do that in the past when I was uncomfortable with my own self. I mean, I didn't go as far as like typing away and talking smack on the keyboard. I'm not that miserable. But like I've seen myself like talk weird about people and things like that in the past, and it's like what a waste of time. That keeps you stagnant. But some people wish to stay stagnant. It is an addictive thing to sit in that lower, like that low frequency of energy, like in the victim narrative, in that mode. It's addictive. And so some people are just going to stay there. And sometimes you just have to let them, especially if it's like people around you in your vicinity, in your life that are like close to you. Sometimes they're not going to go the places that you're going to, and sometimes it forces you, like the universe will force you into like a loneliness and into solitude, into in tarot we call it the hermit mode, like away from everybody, and it can feel really isolating and really lonely. But the universe is trying to teach you of your power and trying to show you that you're not meant to be a follower. You're meant to be more of a leader. And so you need to spend time in your own energy to understand that and to feel into your energy, your voice, your opinions, because that is what needs to be shared. And so you have to spend time getting to know that and getting to discern between what's going on around you. Sometimes we get so stuck when we're like in, in the collective all the time, that like you need time to yourself because you're being pulled down, you're being pulled away. You're not actually like listening internally to yourself sometimes. And so it forces us to be alone for a while, but you come to realize that there's no such thing as being alone. Alone means all one, because separation is an illusion. We are all connected to the same quantum field, the same source energy, God, universe, whatever you choose to say, we are all connected to that. It is all one thing. And so there is no being alone because you you are still here. You're not on your own island. You are still here, and like our culture has made things so like hyper independent, and it's not healthy. That's not how we're supposed to heal. We're supposed to heal in community, guys, together. Um, but you start to realize that we're all connected. We're all one, and you begin to like feel more into your power when you have that time to yourself, and it helps you to step away. Sometimes some people in our lives, some people that we're really close to, like we have to step away from because they are not rising where we're at, and that's okay. Like you can see them and understand like where they're at, why they are where they are, and realize that like in their perspective they think that they are doing the right thing for themselves, and you can't really change that, and you're going to waste your time if you're going to try to change that for them. um, there's like people are on their own journey. They're going to do what they're going to do. And when you think about it, like generations before us have never seen people walking and standing in their own authentic power, like in their own truth, or like embodying their multidimensionality of their spirit. Like that's not been a thing. So it's weird for people who don't understand that, or like don't conceptualize that for themselves, and don't see themselves as like leaders, or they're stuck in like limiting beliefs. They don't understand, and they learn better from seeing you do it, like seeing you walk in it, versus like hearing you try to explain yourself, because you're just gonna waste your energy. Trust me, I've tried. It's tough, like especially like coming from my family, like a white conservative family, and in Texas, and like it's tough with all the stuff that I'm into, the spirituality and stuff. I'm like incredibly psychic, and I do want to share so much more about that kind of stuff. I'm really excited about, but it's hard to talk about here because like it's not really received. So that's why like it's important to like put these things out on the internet, or places where like I can find community in other places. And why I'm like, this is definitely my purpose, because when I'm doing more of this stuff, all the synchronicities are happening, and like everything's telling me do more, do this, focus on this, and not as much on the other stuff. But yeah, like not everybody's gonna agree with what you do, and you can't really force them to either. And so it's just important to like allow yourself to be you, because there are so many people who are waiting for you, and who have yet to see you and meet you, but are ready to love you and ready to care for you, and show you the love that you deserve. And something else that I wrote is, yeah, know that you're safe and supported. Your voice and opinions matter. Your unique frequency is so important to this collective. And please share yourself. You're so loved. And when I say that, like your frequency is so important to the collective, it's like your frequency being in authentic truth does more healing for the collective than anything. And like if you're continuing to like try to give that to people that like aren't receptive, it's not going to be beneficial for you. Like you need to find these spaces like YouTube or Instagram or like whatever, where you can be that, and move authentically. And it can be just like so helpful. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that today, because I feel like it'd be a good place to start in my own channel, because it's something that I'm thinking about a lot, and I feel a lot, and I know a lot of other people are going to resonate, because a lot of my close friends have definitely expressed these similar feelings, and it's really tough. I think a lot of like people my age, and like the way that we've been raised, it's really tough, being able to like let go of all the limiting beliefs in all the ways that like we always have been, but this world is changing and it's it's making for us to need to move differently. And with all the BS and craziness going on in this world right now, we really need to be walking in our authenticity and moving from the heart and showing our love to each other and working on healing and being vocal about things. I really truly feel like that. And I notice whenever I do have these conversations with my friends and people close to me, I start noticing so much positivity come out of it. And so that's why I think it's very important to start putting more of this out there. But yeah, if you also feel nervous and afraid of being seen, know that you are not alone. It is so real. But it's probably something that you should be doing and is going to bring a lot of reward to you. And I do hope that I can inspire you and help you feel a little bit safer in doing so and know that you are supported and that you are loved and that we really want to see you living in your truth. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me today. And if you'd like to like and subscribe and add a comment below, I would love to speak with you and say hello. But yeah, other than that, much love and many blessings to you. Have a great day.